So here's the real reason manga is outselling comic books and how to possibly fix it and how it's already being done by Invincible. And if you think it's because of SJWs or modern comic books, please shut up. Okay, this is not 2016 anymore. This is an actual research data backed problem. Okay, it is not because of SJWs. Those books aren't for you. Don't read them. Stop complaining about them. If we don't let new people into the hobby, it's going to die. Okay, comics need to diversify more than ever to get more people into the door. Okay, with that being said, let's talk about why the real reason manga outsells comic books and possibly how to fix it and why Invincible is doing it already. The number one thing, some can argue quality. I do agree that the quality is not as good as it used to be. Some of us are blinded by nostalgia. There are some great comics coming out now, but a lot of it is bad. Just bad storytelling and not letting new creators write books or create new characters. Quality is on the decline overall, but it's not just because of modern storytelling. It is just because they're bad writers. There are many queer comic books that are good, okay? The second biggest one is access and interest. So this is important. We're going to use manga as the example. There's a few points in access. The first one is getting into comics. People perceive this as hard, even though it's really easy, but the stigma of it is hard. So how do we get people into comic books? We use the manga anime model. If publishers listened and made animation-based stories that followed the book to drive sales, get interest in the character, it works. It is proven formula by manga. People watch the anime, then the anime that follows closely to the manga, and then people go buy the manga to read ahead in the story. That's why it is a few things. It's a quality and interest. Now, you can get more people interested in it by going on bigger platforms. And the biggest case study of this is our boy, Invincible. I can't tell you how many videos I see online of people reading the Invincible comic because the story and characters are so quality that they want to see and read ahead. Now, this model, for some reason, maybe because people hate money or don't want to take the risk on animation, is proven, but people don't do it. They don't follow closely to the story that gets people interested in the comic. Hi, editing Elijah here. I just also want to say Invincible has already proven this because they took one of their popular characters, Battle Beast, and made a comic book, and Robert Kirkman says it is one of his best-selling comic books. So, movie, TV show, interesting character, comic books, it works. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Okay, back to the video. Another reason is accessibility, and this can be broken up into finding and affording. First, finding comics is hard. Everything is in a comic book store, and nobody is really doing an online advertisement or sponsoring YouTube channels when a new title is released. They don't sponsor YouTube channels, and it doesn't even have to be inside the comic niche. It can be outside in an attention market channel. For example, like Mr. Beast. This is his logo. This is oh, he has the little perfect. Yeah. Like Mr. Beast. He reaches high viewership, advertise it like Coca-Cola, and you can do both, advertise in the niche and outside of the niche for wider reach to get people interested. Do it more than once. Don't let just one campaign bring you down. Okay, so the second thing is affordability. I think the comic model is broken for floppies. First off, because paper is high. Go decrease the quality, increase the output, and you'll be good. But there is also accessibility in format where digital doesn't release. Digital doesn't release until like a while after. I want to be able to read it on the unlimited apps ASAP. I don't pay $3 a month because I can't get the books I want when it's released. And if you slowly shift over to this model, you can rely on the subscription model and then slowly increase the price until it's profitable. That's what Netflix, that's what Amazon does, blah, blah, blah. And I've noticed this because the DC compacts, great job DC, by the way, are like $10 for a full story. I don't know if they're operating at a loss on these or what, but this is a great model. This can get people interested. I always tell people go pick up Court of Owls because it's super accessible to get into. It's a self-contained story with a character people love at an affordable price. $10 is competing with manga, which is almost 250 pages for 15. So if you fix all of these leaky funnels, if you bring up the quality, bring in new actors, bring in new writers, bring in new writers, bring in new talent, and put them up. Interest is something I didn't touch on that I want to touch on real quick. Interest is new characters. We need new characters more than ever. Marvel, DC, they do not take chances on new characters, even by introducing new heroes through other people's stories like they used to do. Introduce characters, once they get loved, make a title. Why don't you do this? It pisses me off. It makes me so mad. Make cool characters, put them in small titles. Once they get loved, put them in their own title. Maybe this is, I'm sorry I'm getting so passionate here, but maybe expand out of superheroes or different superheroes. Superheroes for fantasy worlds. Give me a romance superhero story for the romance fantasy story. A thriller. I would love a thriller comic book. Okay. Diversify a little bit. Take risks. Calculated risks. You don't have to make it so completely new because that is very risky. But if we learned anything from Amazing Spider-Man, it is because we gave a new idea a chance in a format that was easily accessible. So you fix all of these things: quality, access, interest, accessibility, and I believe we could take over the market share for manga, because right now the market share for comic books and manga is around this much. I don't know how to draw a pie chart, but this is manga, this is comic books, because at the end of the day, what manga does is it does all of this and then it creates community. That's all for me. Please, whatever you do, do not go read my comic books in the first link in the description. Thanks. That's all I ask. Goodbye. Don't read them. They're the worst comic books ever. Bye.